Welcome to my channel, and if you're new, make sure you subscribe and, of course, at the end, like and share. I've received a lot of questions from people during this COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown and unemployment as to whether or not it is okay to receive stimulus checks or unemployment benefits, or whether those could have an effect on a person's eligibility for a green card because of public charge. Well, we have the answers for you here, so stay tuned for more. So the question is whether or not it's okay to receive stimulus checks or unemployment benefits, and whether that would be considered a public benefit or have negative consequences for public charge. I'm going to give you the bottom line already, and then I'm going to go through it. Bottom line is, in my opinion, no. It would not be considered one of the public benefits, and it would not be considered in connection with public charge. Now, let's take a step back and how we got there. You have to understand that the whole concept of public charge and why the Trump administration is so strict about it is that they do not want people coming to the US and being reliant primarily on government or public assistance, either through cash benefits or long-term hospitalization. They're looking to weed out or exclude people who may be elderly or sickly. The primary focus is looking at how healthy and young the person is, how able-bodied they are, and whether they're going to be able, when they get their green card, to work, to pay tax, and to contribute. So if they start receiving certain types of public benefits, they're a drain on taxpayers versus contributing. As for stimulus checks, although the USCIS has not come out with a definitive response, it really is a tax credit in advance. It's not a income maintenance, it's not a means-tested benefit, and therefore it should not be considered in connection with public charge. Also, a stimulus check, really, if you think about it, it's not optional. They simply send it to the person. It's deposited directly in their account, or they're going to get a debit card. Therefore, I believe a stimulus check would not be considered a public benefit, a means-tested benefit, and would not count against a person for public charge. And when it comes to unemployment benefits, in fact, the USCIS on its own website specifically states that it is okay to receive unemployment benefits, and it would not be considered in connection with the public charge analysis. And let me show you a quick way to get to the source of this information, the USCIS's information, so you can see for yourself. So one of the easiest ways is, of course, let's go to Google and type the search terms USCIS Policy Manual Public Charge. You're going to see one of the first entries is Part G, Public Charge, Ground of Inadmissibility. So click that and go there. And by the way, here is all you want to know from the source about public charge, all the various chapters that are there, the purpose and background, public charge, inadmissibility grounds, applicability. But for our purposes, let's go to Chapter 10, Public Benefits. Now, it's interesting, we'll get to the unemployment benefits in a minute, but you can see this is a very interesting chapter. It talks about the public benefits that are considered in public charge. It lists some of them, such as supplemental security income, temporary assistance for needy families, and things like that, supplemental nutrition assistance program, that's food stamps, Medicaid. So if you are receiving or thinking of applying for certain benefits, this would be a source to go to check and see if the benefit you have received already or you're applying for are one of the enumerated public benefits that are considered public charge. And then if you move down for our purposes to subpart B, public benefits not considered. Now, these are a list of items or programs that if a person applies for or receives, it will not be held against them. As it says there in the paragraph, the following is a non-exhaustive list of public benefits that USCIS does not consider in the public charge inadmissibility determination, as they are considered earned benefits. And if you go down, there it is right there. Unemployment benefits are listed as a public benefit that is not considered, along with workers' compensation, Medicare, and other things. So this is a great source for people to refer to determine whether or not the benefit they have received or the benefit that they want to apply for is or is not considered in the public charge analysis. Now, I know it can be very confusing for people with all of these various types of government programs, whether or not it is or is not considered public charge. I know the Trump administration is getting very, very tough and is looking for ways really to deny cases that they will consider in their discretion. It is possible that sometime in the future the person may rely on public benefits. That's why I think it is so important for anybody applying for their green card that if they have any doubt or questions, they should consult with an attorney. They should even have an attorney represent them, help them and their sponsor prepare the affidavit of support and the other documents. If they have received public benefits in the past, be able to address that, be able to present a case to demonstrate to the officer that they will not in the future seek the prohibited type of public benefits. Sometimes you only have one chance. If you go in and you get a denial, of course the case is denied, but the USCIS is also issuing notices to appear or putting a person in deportation because they denied on public charge. And so that's why it's very important, I think, to have an attorney represent you. Now, we will continue to bring you breaking news and update information and bring you information that is of vital interest to people in connection with their immigration matter and in achieving their American dream, because after all, that's what it is all about. You work so hard to legalize your status, to get approved for the green card. You're almost at the finish line. And so that's why by watching my program, we will continue to keep you updated with the latest and breaking news. So don't forget to click the red box and subscribe, and please like and share.